I have a question for you. Is it ever okay to date your family or friend's ex? Let's talk about it. So I was over there watching Neek at Night. Guys, go ahead and check out Neek at Night to see the full video. So this at the top is Letitia and her husband. They have been married for a while. This is Letitia and her best friend of 17 years, Crystal, at the bottom. Letitia unfortunately passes away, and now this is her husband and best friend's current situation. I want to give a RIP to Letitia and condolences to her family. And I don't want to talk about this specific case. I just want to talk about the situation. Let's open up the discussion. So here are my questions. Is it ever okay to date a loved one's ex? Are they fair game? Or is it situational at times? Let me know. Me personally, I have never gone behind anyone that my friends have been with. And I definitely have never gone behind anyone my family have been with. Hell, to tell the truth, shame the devil, I don't remember going behind anyone an acquaintance was with. I believe the reason is, as a child, a lot of my aunts and some of my cousins would switch between partners like nobody's business. It was confusing and effed up to me even as a child. So I never wanted to do that. And it seemed gross to me, even back then. So I've always kind of took pride in the fact that I've never gone behind anyone. Am I by myself? Y'all let me know. But I won't even lie to you. One time I was dating a guy about a month or so and found out later that he was dating one of my cousins. And I immediately called her to see what was really going on. Now, she told me that they dated in high school and it wasn't anything serious. As a matter of fact, they never even slept together. Actually, what she really said was she just used him for his money, which is a whole nother conversation. Do you understand me? So I went ahead and decided to continue to see him for a few more weeks. But ever since I found out that he was an ex-trick, that was it for me. Even if it was in high school. Do you understand me? Absolutely not. Was that the end of my experience? No, that wasn't the end of my experience. At the ripe age of 50, that's right, 50 years old, I found myself having a Facebook crush. A Facebook crush. I ought to be shamed, but I ain't. But then I later found out that this Facebook crush had an actual relationship with one of my little cousins in the past. I was so devastated, I blocked him and everything, wouldn't talk to him for a minute. Then I turned around, I said, well, let me talk to her and see what was going on. It had been 10 to 15 years since they had been together, so let me see what's going on. I just needed to hear from her mouth to make sure everything was straight. But before I could even get to talk to her, that thrill vanished pretty fast. Do you understand me? So I have had my own experiences, no matter how small they were. So I asked the question again. Is it okay to date your loved one's ex? And I want to hear from men, women, and everybody in between. Do you understand me? Not to judge, but just to try to understand. Let's talk about it.